Hi everybody. This today's topic is a little probably personal for some, but I just wanted to get on here and discuss beating depression or feeling in any sort of way unworthy or unappreciated or anything of that sort. I feel like this is a very touchy subject because a lot of people are suffering from depression. A lot of people are suffering from anxiety, just all kind of problems that they're not allowed to express. They're not allowed to, but they're not able to express to other people. And then there's people committing suicide because they feel just so unhappy within themselves that they just can't find a way out. And I'm not saying that I'm no kind of counselor, far from being a counselor, but I have been beating depression for years. Like I've been depressed so many times that I feel like I am able to speak on the situation. Um, I was depressed one time when I was like 18 years old. I had lost custody of my first child, and that put me in a depressed state for like 4 years. And when I tell you depression is so hard to explain or so hard to talk about that I feel like some people just are so sensitive to other people saying they're depressed. It's like the people that are depressed, there's no way out. They don't see colors. It's just everything is black and gray, and everybody people they probably feel like in my case, I felt like I could not please nobody else. Everybody was unhappy with me. I couldn't love myself, so how could I find love in other people? And maybe that's you, or maybe you know somebody that's feeling like that. And I would just like to say, it doesn't take much to listen. All that person need is for you to be an ear. We do not need, or they do not need, for you to like go back and forth and have a whole conversation. It's not about that. It's just about you listening to them and letting them get their feelings out, because that's all it's basically is. They have so much feelings and emotions bottled up inside that they just need to express it and get it out. So, if you know somebody dealing with depression, or if you yourself feeling like that's you and you like might be on the edge of depression, please feel free to email me. Um, I might I can give you my number. It depends on the situation. We could talk, text, or whatever the case may be, or just if somebody comes to you and they express how they feel, do not be combative, or do not be like, oh, you're gonna be okay. No, you never know what somebody is going through. So just find an ear. Find the ear for that person, because this is very hard these days. People are dealing with still the consequences of what COVID put them through, and all kind of things people are dealing with. You never know. You just allow yourself to be an ear to somebody. It's very difficult these days. And just, oh my God, it's so many people that are committing suicide I see on my timeline. And I just felt like this was a good time to speak on it. When I was depressed, I was like, I used to lay down in my bed, cover up, close my curtains. My curtains were black, so it was just so dark. For 4 years of my life, I just was so unhappy with myself. I did things that I shouldn't done. I just felt like I was looking for love in the wrong places, and it just took me for a whirlwind that I just wish I knew what I knew now about being depressed. Even though I went through the depression, I went through drug addiction, I went through a lot of things that I'm not proud of. I am happy to say now that I am dealing with life one day at a time. My past is my past. What I did in my past is my past. I couldn't find think reasons to live for. I was just so unhappy with life, period. But you have to find something. Let me see. I wrote it down. You have to train your mind and heart to see the good in everything. There's always something to be grateful for. Like now, I'm grateful um, that I didn't um, kill myself. I'm happy. I'm grateful for there was people that was around me that kept telling me that I had reasons to live for. I'm grateful for my kids because that's what I live for now. I'm grateful that God never gave up on me, even though I gave up on myself. You just have to find something in life to be grateful for. It might seem like everything is against you, but if you are going through depression, it's something you can find grateful for. If you make it the next day, if you make it through the night the next day, you just be so grateful and just be like, thank you, Lord, that I made it the next day. And the more you train your mind and say thankful for the next day, you'll just see yourself opening up, and depression will soon be gone away. It's just that simple. Just if you weeping may, this always, I say this every time I get sad. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Believe that. Like, you can be. Sorry, I got my children, my baby in my hand trying to rock him. You can be crying and crying for that night, but just know that joy comes in the morning. You can cry and be like, oh, you're not gonna make it, and this, that, and the third. But if God wake you up, baby, that's your first blessing of the day. So, that's what you can be grateful for. I also wrote down, don't blame your distractions. Just improve your focus. Um, I'm in school now. It is very difficult for me to be in school, and it's a lot of things that I'm not happy about. But if I focus on what I'm not happy about, then that will distract me from my goals. So don't blame your distraction. Just improve your focus. And I also wrote, ultimately, you have to pursue your own path, not someone else's idea of the right path. You need to stay on your path. Everybody have their own path in life. Everybody set their own pace in life. You cannot compare your life to someone else. You always lose. You're always losing. I used to be, why that person can get this apartment, or why that person can get a job, or why that girl can do this, and why that girl can that. And I'm working and I just can't seem to get what I want in life. You never know how somebody got what they got. So don't compare your life to somebody else's life. You stay your own path. You stay the course. As long as you stay the course, you're gonna get there. If God's plan, is always God's plan. So take away from this video, please be an ear to somebody. Do not go back and forth. The people that are going through things are not looking for a conversation. They're looking for an ear. They're looking for somebody to let them exhale or whatever they're going through. I wish I knew. I wish I had somebody listen to me when I was depressed. I just had to deal with it on my own. And God got me through it. And it was very difficult. I stopped looking for love in people. I stopped looking for people to love me. Instead, I started loving myself. It's still a day-to-day mental fight that I go through every day. But I'm improving. My situation, circumstance has not changed, but I still find happiness in what I have now. If you can't find happiness and joy in what you got, God cannot bless you with more. You have to be grateful and pleased and happy with what you have so you can be blessed with more. I love y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Mother's Day.